Jill Dennis with
Wait, I'm sorry. Do we have Ms. Holden? Waving. Okay. Ms. Dennis, go ahead.
Jill Dennis with the Assured Supervision Accountability Program. We monitor over 400 people in our digital jail in Louisiana, both pretrial and post-conviction on murders, rape, armed robbery, carjackings. They're out on ankle monitors in our program right now. I'm going to tell you, just giving you a few stories, Christian King case that you'll be familiar with in Baton Rouge was on an ankle monitor out of Orleans Parish. He was already in the program for months when in December he committed criminal damage on the victim at the victim's home. This is a Baton Rouge victim, not our Orleans victim. It took a whole month for the attorney to find out he was on an ankle monitor and what district he was on an ankle monitor for. That was on January 5th. On December 10th, after no arrest, I sent violation reports, location information to local PD, to the DA's office, to the victim advocate group on December 19th. On January 10th, he was still out. No charges were brought against him. The victim reached out to us to get protection. We were able to give her the victim protection program. He violated again on the 11th. On the 14th, he set our house on fire. We were able to have him in custody in 18 minutes. A child in St. Bernard Parish was in a stolen car. They realized the child was in the stolen car. They left the car and the child. The police department was able to recover a charger for an ankle monitor, but there was nowhere to go to find out who was monitoring that ankle monitor. I get a call from the local police saying, "Here, I'm going to send you a picture of this charger. What company is it?" I have a murder in Lafayette on Lundi Gras 2023. Arrest in Baton Rouge in April. The arrest in Baton Rouge, the offender had a gun. Weeks later, after testing, they realized that gun was used in the murder in Lafayette. Months later, they find out it's ASAP that's monitoring the ankle monitor, and can they get location information? And then they find out that this offender was at the scene of the crime way back on Lundi Gras. We're talking months, and it is because they're not putting docket information. And I am going to urge an amendment to this bill that says if a court is ordering someone to be supervised, then the information on the person supervising that should be readily available in the docket. And it should be available across the state, because we are monitoring people in Orleans Parish that are committing crimes in Baton Rouge and Lafayette. It doesn't matter. We're monitoring people in Baton Rouge that are committing crimes in Orleans Parish. And we need to make sure that the local law enforcement, the DA's office, and everyone has access to know who to call immediately.
Thank you, Ms. Dennis. I don't see any questions in the queue, but thank you very much for that information, and I'll probably get with you and talk about that a little bit more. Thank you. Mr. Marshall and